Good morning, boys and girls. This is Grandma. Has been a while since Grandma's read you a book, so Grandma found this story that she'd like to read you, The Princess and the Pea. Once upon a time, there was a pretty princess who had to travel a long distance from her father's kingdom. She rode in a royal coach and was accompanied by her royal guard. As she traveled through a neighboring kingdom, she saw a beautiful field of flowers growing alongside the road. She called to her coachman to stop, wishing to pick a few flowers and to take a little rest before continuing her journey. Delighted with the bursting blooms, the princess set off into the field with her basket, while her coachman and guards waited. Before long, she had wandered quite some distance from the road and well out of sight of her attendants. Suddenly, without a whisper, with even the whisper of warning, a terrible storm broke loose from above. Lightning cracked the sky, and the ground shook with thunder. The clouds emptied a pouring, pounding rain upon the poor princess. The storm lasted well into the night, driving the princess farther and farther away from her royal coach. Before long, she was lost. Oh, poor thing. In the distance, the princess could see a castle sitting upon a hill. She headed for it at once. Finally, as quick as it had begun, the storm ended. As the sky cleared, the moon shone bright, the princess arrived at the castle. The princess, her clothes tattered and worn, and her hair and face a mess, knocked on the door. Before long, a woman who was in fact a queen answered. "Oh, my dear," said the queen, "how terrible to be caught in such a storm. It is a wonder you are still alive. Come in, come in." The child hurried the princess. The queen hurried the poor princess inside. "I am sorry to bother you," said the princess, "but I was traveling in my father's royal coach and decided to stop for a rest. While picking flowers in a field, I was caught in the storm. Now I have lost my way." "Are you a real princess?" asked the queen, eyeing the bedraggled girl with suspicion. "Oh, yes, very much so," answered the princess, "though I can hardly say I look like one right now." The queen led the princess to a table next to a warm fire and brought her some food. Now the queen had a son who had yet to marry. See, there he is. Right there, right there. Looks a lot like Fred Flintstone. She did not want her son to marry just anyone. No, the prince must marry a real princess. But was this raggedy girl to be believed? After a moment of thought, the queen had an idea. She would test the girl to see if she was a real princess. But how was this to be done? Of course. How simple, shouted the queen, gleefully clapping her hands together. "What did you say?" asked the princess, quite startled. "Oh, never mind, child, never mind. You must be exhausted from fighting the storm. I will go and have your room readied at once." The queen hurried upstairs. "Quickly, quickly," called the queen to her guard, "gather 20 mattresses. Strip every other bedroom if you must. When you have them, place them in this room, one on top of the other. Then take a pea and place it on top of the bottommost mattress. Go now, be lively." The guard did as he was commanded, and with the prince's help stacked all the mattresses he had placed, and then he placed a pea under the next to the last mattress. "Good," said the queen. If this girl really is a princess, she will not be able to sleep the whole night. Even though 20 mattresses, a princess will feel the pee. Only a real princess is so sensitive. Then she told the guard to bring the girl upstairs at once. See, there's all the mattresses. They're all stacked up, and they're going to put the pee way down at the bottom. See? The princess was very tired, so when she was led to the bedroom, she was grateful to see such a wonderful bed. What trouble they have gone through to see my comfort, she thought. Come on, my child, your bed is ready and waiting for you. But there is a problem, the princess thought. It is indeed a wonderful bed, but how will I get to the top? The queen was baffled for a moment, but presently had an idea came to her head. Why, we shall climb upon each other's backs and make a ladder for you, announced the queen. So they did. Watch it. Hump, ouch. Steady, steady. Oh, was the general chorus as the princess made her way to the top. Finally, the princess was safe and secure in her bed. The three departed, sore but satisfied to let the princess sleep. See, they started way down here at the bottom, and they all climbed on top. There's the princess at the top. Wait, there she is, trying to get to the top of all the mattresses. And remember, at the bottom there was that pea. But the princess couldn't sleep. Even with 19 mattresses between her and the pea, she was in discomfort. She tossed and turned and turned and tossed. She searched everywhere she could possibly think of for the source of her trouble, but without success. The next morning, when the queen came in to wake her, she found a thoroughly exhausted and miserable princess. How did you sleep? Asked the queen. I'm afraid I didn't sleep at all, said the princess with a long sigh. Something horribly huge and lumpy was in my bed. No matter where I turned, it bruised me. You are a princess, the queen said. The queen took the princess by the hand and led her downstairs, explaining how she had been tested to see if she was truly a princess. Hey, there she is. She's miserable, talking to the queen right there at the bottom. Okay. And here she is. By the time the princess's coach had arrived at the castle, get this. By this time, the princess's coach had arrived at the castle. Now that I know you are a real princess, said the queen, you can marry my son, the prince, and live happily ever after. Isn't that wonderful? No, thank you, said the princess, rubbing her bruised back. If this is the way you treat a guest, I shudder to think how you would treat a daughter-in-law. Goodbye. The princess stepped into her coach and was never seen in the kingdom again. Her back hurts from the pee. Oh, look, they're calling her back. Oh, come back. But she could feel the pee, remember? Well, that was a pretty good story, huh? She didn't marry him. Let's do a Little Bo Peep. Little Bo Peep. Little Bo Peep. Oh, I'm sorry. Crazy sounds in the background, huh? And let's bring it up to here. There. Here's a good little poem. Little Bo Peep. Little Bo Peep has lost her sheep and can't tell where to find them. Leave them alone and they'll come home, wagging their tails behind them. How about one more? We'll add this one. Little Boy Blue. Little Boy Blue, come blow your horn. The sheep are in the meadow. The cow is in the corn. Where is the boy who looks after the sheep? He's under the haystack, fast asleep. Love you guys. Read another story, maybe another day. I gotta find me some better books, huh? Well, this is Grandma. Hopefully I'm coming in okay and you can see me. It's been a long time since I've seen you guys, and I love you very much. You take care of Daddy.